Cobra Convergence 6 coming in July 2022. For the entire month of July, your favorite G.I.Joe fan creators will be bringing you new Cobra-related content. We have creators presenting every day in July.
Hey, welcome to Half the Battle, and welcome my friends to Cobra Convergence 6.
And for this great occasion, I'll be reviewing the Mega Viper.
God, this thing is an eyesore. Well, I'll see you next time, everybody. And hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing? Okay, I'll say a bit more. Why do I always get the worst character review for this event?
So meet the Mega Viper, I guess. This figure was released in 1993 with all original body parts. Very bright yellow body parts. This figure is so loud you need eye and ear protection to handle it. The secondary colors of purple and pink don't exactly help. And that's a real shame because this is a pretty decent mold.
Hell, I'll go even further and say that this is actually a damn good mold.
There's excellent detailing, like the mesh look on the hideous yellow. There's the knife, grenades and other stuff on his chest. There's rib detailing on his belt and breathing tubes. Plus he has a weird holster thing. Lots of stuff to see here. Normally, this is where I'd speculate what all this stuff is for.
But spoilers, the file card will explain most of it, so we're saving that for later.
It won't explain why the waist piece is purple though. It makes it look like he's got his underwear on over his pants. Superman might be able to pull that look off, but this guy ain't Superman. Yeah, I really wish this figure had different colors.
Well, be the change you want to see in the world.
So my painted one is a custom. I think we can all agree this looks much better. This isn't new, by the way. I painted this like in the early 2000s. Yeah, even back then I would not suffer the yellow to live. This guy can be a Cobra firefighter, or fire starter, like another version of the incinerator. Also, I wasn't the only one who thought giving this mold better colors was a good idea.
As the Collectors Club reused the figure too.
In 2003, it got a great color scheme and was named the Swamp Viper as part of a convention-exclusive set.
Oh, I almost forgot the figure's accessories. Well, no, to be honest, I didn't forget. But boy, did I try to!
He's got 4 generic guns on a plastic tree. Every single one of them a reused mold from older figures' accessories, and they are, of course, bright yellow. They're not worth talking about, so I'm not gonna.
And think about that for a second. My whole job on this channel is to talk about toys, but these weapons are so low effort, I won't even bother.
He also has a pink missile launcher with yellow rockets because the 90s hated us personally.
But you know what? A pink rocket launcher could actually work, for one character.
Zarana. She'd look awesome with one, and anybody criticizing it would soon be introduced to the business end of it. All that crap isn't the main story here though, as he also comes with a little pot of Play-Doh, bio armor, and a mold to mold the putty into armor.
Yeah, fun for kids I suppose, but I don't find it very riveting.
Overall, yeah, great mold, shame about the colors, and the accessories, and did I mention the colors? And that was the only toy the Mega Viper ever got. Yeah, the mold got another use, but the character was never revisited by Hasbro or even the Collectors Club.
That means it's time to talk about the character, starting with the file card. And yeah, there's a lot to unpack here.
First, there's the name on the card. This is a Mega Viper, yet it says Mega Vipers, meaning the card is about the whole class of Viper. This wasn't that uncommon. There are card variants of the original Viper and Battle Android Trooper that use the plural, for example. But other cards use the singular. It's not a big deal, but I wish the naming convention on the cards would have been consistent throughout.
Speaking of inconsistencies, let's take a look at the front of the packaging.
There, it says they're part of the Mega Marines. Except that's a sub-team of G.I.Joe good guys. Except it's also a brand name, apparently. This has also happened with other sub-teams. Toxo Vipers are under the Eco Warriors brand, even though that's a team of Joes. Though, in that case, I guess it's only implied that if you're an Eco Warrior, you fight for the environment.
I mean, technically an Eco Warrior could fight against it.
Other subteams don't do this since they've got unique enemies to fight, like Tiger Force versus Python Patrol. This does explain the Play-Doh armor, as that was the major gimmick of the Mega Marines brand.
Okay, enough about this tangent, let's get back to the character.
Their primary specialty is Mega Monster Trainer and Handler, with a secondary as biomilitary technicians.
On the one hand, this seems to be the most dangerous job in Cobra, but on the other hand, all they have to do is point at the Joes and yell, "Go get 'em!"
Also, is that why they have the color scheme of a rodeo clown? To get the attention of the monsters? They go right into battle alongside the monsters, and while it's Dr. Mindbender or the Cyber Vipers that give the orders, the Mega Vipers are the ones that make sure the monsters carry them out. Oh, and they have a motto: getting Mega Monsters to fight is easy, just yell feeding time.
I wasn't that far off with my assumption of "go get 'em" then.
The bottom third of the card is dedicated to explaining all the gizmos we saw earlier. The weird cylinder on his leg holds biotech mechanical tools.
Okay, that doesn't really explain anything.
So I'm just gonna assume this is where they keep their weed stash. That way I can also assume their helmet, a brain-integrated scalp with multispectrum face shield, and high-tech filtering respirator with external tubing is actually just an elaborate bong.
And don't say it's unrealistic.
You'd have to be high to wear an outfit that looks like that. They even explain the mesh detailing, as it's a radar-sensing passive sonar body cover. Also, their boots are armored, hydrofoiled, and meant to work in sewers. Okay, as far as the worst jobs in Cobra, that's up there with the Taxo Vipers. Oh, and that thing on the chest is a biomechanical cybernetic regulating computer.
I don't know what the hell that's supposed to do, but I'm assuming it can run Doom.
Finally, they have these weird outcroppings on their shoulders that I haven't mentioned yet, and they actually serve a purpose. They are smog screen dischargers, so they create smog? Okay, that can be a useful weapon.
You know what would also be useful then? Something to make the smog.
There's nothing molded on the back that could produce smog. And guess what accessory this figure did not come with?
A freaking backpack!
Also, isn't that more of an Eco-Warriors thing? I'm beginning to think that for a time at least, this character, or at least the mold, was considered for the Eco-Warriors brand, but was repurposed for Mega Marines. Especially since the file card itself indicates it's Mindbender and the Cyber Vipers who are in charge of the monsters.
It's just weird is all.
And that's pretty much it. The Mega Vipers didn't show up in the cartoon or comics, and they're barely seen in one commercial, so the card is all there was. In conclusion, it's a good mold I recommend you recolor, and a character that was kinda surplus to proceedings.
And that was my contribution to Cobra Convergence.
Tomorrow it's Pegwarmers' turn, and make sure to check out hgc788.com for the full schedule. Links in the description below.
Well, I'll see you next time, everybody. And hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing?